This push to the upside with the US Swiss franc. Big push. We were telling you before price came into this area of supply, look for a move up to contact supply, eventually break it through. How's it going, fellow traders? Magic Trader here. And this is your CFTC data analysis for the data that was reported on April 26, 2022. Here's a brief snapshot of the positions held by the institutions as of that date. And so let's begin by examining gold. Let's take a look here. Before we go ahead, if you're new to our channel, hit the subscribe, hit the like. If you don't know what it is that we do, you should take a look at the past videos that we've done. Every week we bring out some new analysis. We look at the latest positions held by the institutions and we compare them to the previous positions that they held, and we use that to determine what price will do moving forward. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification. That way when I post a new video, you'll get the information right to you as soon as it's made available. All right, so for instance, let's take a look at gold here. Now, what do we see here with gold? Well, if we take a look here, this is something that has been a current theme for the last few months. It's where we had expected the institutions to increase long positions and then take profits on those long positions. So that's what took place back here in February and March. They increased their long positions, made them very aggressive. That forced price up, and this was just about when the Ukraine and Russia conflict began. So a lot of people got excited. Everybody ran to purchase gold, and then what happened is they just turned price down and forced it to the downside after accumulating those long positions. So you can clearly see that's what happened over here with this big rally up in price and then the drop. Okay, right here. Big rally, institutions accumulating long positions, and then drop. And then recently, what did they do? They pushed them back up again. And if you look at the positions, that's exactly what they did again. And once again, we warned everybody. If you were trading gold and you were following our analysis, you would have been alerted to this before most people got into long positions. Okay, so they're pushing it back up, and once again, most traders got into long positions only for them to reverse it back to the downside. Okay, so make sure you subscribe to our channel so you get this analysis and don't fall into these traps. All right, next we're going to talk about oil. Oil is another pair that we follow. And so with oil, we had a similar situation where the institutions pushed price up with the purchasing of long positions only to take profits. So if you look at their positions back here, you'll see that they were high in the 465 range. Now we're at 413. Now with oil, we know that there was a big push to the upside. They lured in a lot of traders to go in long, only for them to push it back down and again back down. And when we look overall at what's taking place with oil, we suspect that over time, oil will be dropping through down to this area, back down to more stable prices. This is where price was more stable, down this area. And ever since then, major volatility. We expect over time price to drop. So far, it's looking pretty good. Looks like the institutions are in the process of setting that up. Next is the US dollar. What is taking place with the US dollar? We've been pointing this out for several weeks. All right. Besides the weekly CFTC forecast videos that we do, we also post a lot of breaking news, which you can see some of the links to at the end of this session. So make sure you stick around to the end of this session to see the other analysis that we offer. And once a week, we also do a complete breakdown of the markets, looking at the supply and demand created by the institutions and interpreting their moves for you so that you can have higher odds on your analysis and your trades. And taking a look at the dollar. Look at this. Okay, big increase in long positions. We told you, be careful with the dollar. This one's going to fly up. All right, it's going to build up strength and it's going to fly up. And we could see them slowly accumulating their positions. And also we could look at the institutional positions being displayed on the charts with the supply and demand. And we knew that it was with high odds that we were going to see price make a significant move. So now we have long positions at 49,000, which is pretty aggressive. Okay, pretty aggressive. Total size 65,000. There's no stopping this one. There's more upside to come. And stick around, tune in during the week. We'll do a full analysis of this and many other assets. All right, so let's now take a look at the Aussie. What do we have with the Aussie? If we take a look at the Aussie, we can see that they increased their shorts from 68 to 74,000, and now shorts are starting to become a little bit more aggressive, right? And that came as price dropped very aggressively here. Again, this is one that we said be careful with going long because this was all short covering. Okay, this is all short covering. This pushed to the upside, and so there was no accumulation of long positions taking place here, and this is what led us to believe that over time it was going to turn over and drop just as it has. Okay, next is the USCAD. What do we see here? We see that price increased, or sorry, long positions increased from 22,000 to 27,000. And they also increased their shorts from 44 to 48. And that came as price was rallying right up here. Once again, we said that over time we should expect price to rally. And now we are seeing that strength come into the market. Similar situation taking place with the US Swiss. Big increase in longs, 14 to 17, and take a look at here. Look at this push to the upside with the US Swiss franc. Big push. We were telling you before price came into this area of supply, look for a move up to contact supply, eventually break it through, and then head higher. Our target got hit, and we're really here high up in major supply that we have here on the higher time frame. So we do suspect that over time this will probably go higher. We'll continue to monitor the positions by the banks and give you updates. Euro, look at that. Big increase in longs over the last few weeks. 200, 210, 221, now 222. But look how aggressive they've been accumulating their short positions. 178, 83, 82, 89, 200. And as that is happening, what do we see with price? Big decline, just as we pointed out. Okay, big decline in price. So this is probably going to go even lower. So I would not even be thinking about going long with the euro. And yet, if you take a look at the sentiment of the euro positions, retail traders are mostly long. We don't understand why that's happening. We've been warning everybody, don't go long. This is likely going to go lower. And we're pointing out all the evidence to support that. And retail traders are going in long. So you should not be getting in long the euro. Shorting is the only way to go. Pound, same thing. Most traders are long pound. And meanwhile, look at that. Look at the shorts. 77, 88, 95, 110,000 short positions. Okay? And what do you have with price? Dropping. All right? This is why looking at the non-commercials are more important than looking at commercials, even though most information out there is telling everybody to look at the commercials. Commercials are not important. It's the non-commercials. You see them increasing short positions. What happens when you increase short positions? Price drops. And that's exactly what's happening here on this chart. So again, you should not be thinking about longing. You should only be thinking about shorting. Same thing with the US dollar, Japanese yen. Most traders are, short this one, and price is rallying. And they're mostly short. Long. 119, they reduced them. So now they're taking profits. Okay? As price was up here, they're starting to take profits on those long positions that they've been accumulating. And we've been saying that price is more likely than not going to be heading higher. Why? Short positions were cooled off. They didn't care about short positions. Look at long positions. That was where their focus of attention was. And last but not least, Kiwi. They increased their longs, increased their shorts. This was the same thing with the Aussie. We were expecting it to turn over, and it finally has. This data represents this candle right here. Drop to the downside. You should not be thinking about going long at all. Everything about this is about going short. All right, ladies and gents, that's it. That's your CFTC data analysis for April 26, 2022. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe. If you want more information about how we do our analysis and what we offer at the school, visit us at www.whiteoakfx.com. Thanks. Have a good one. Take care.